Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And yes, it is quarterfinals day again, where Manchester United takes on Fulham. So, guys, strap yourself in for a ride, and welcome to the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And I do feel like I'm a bit of a stranger around here these days, but as always, Pat, how you doing, sir?
Oh, not bad, man. Not bad at all. I must be the only Irish man enclosed in his house today on St. Patrick's Day. But what can we do?
Yep.
Such is life.
You know what? I was going to say the same thing. You're the only Irish person I know that's in their house, haven't moved. I was going to say Paddy Day, but I thought I'd better use a better terminology than.
Just to let
So,
everybody
yeah,
know, the
just
reason
let
why
everyone know.
I was stuck in my house is because my little boy came into me last night at 11 o'clock and he had a few lumps on his back. And this morning it was chicken pox. So we're not going anywhere today. So we're
You can
stuck
always
in the
blame
house
it
for
on him.
today.
No Guinness for you. No Guinness for you.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I sent the mother off to the parade. So when she comes back later on, I'm going out for a few pints of Guinness. So I'll be happy then.
Oh, brilliant. At least you're going to be having a couple of pint of Guinness. I'm sitting there, juice and water for me at the moment. I'm on my luxurious diet still, keeping away from a lot unhealthy food, going very well. But I'm on holidays from next week, so I'm away. And it
Nice.
will be one of those ones where I'm going to let my hair down a little bit, whatever I've got of it after I get it cut tomorrow, and see what the weekend brings us. Hopefully, another trip to Wembley. That's all I'm expecting, really. So, guys in the chat, welcome to the Man United agenda. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Give us a like, share, and a subscribe as well. And I'm Solo, and you got Pat today as well with us. And Pat, we're going to go through some of the comments quickly. Just say hello to some of the beautiful people that's in the comments already.
Zoe Media House, always happy to have you in the chat. Hey, lovely people, and loads of waves. She's saying Lindelof or Sabitzer for Casemiro. We're going to get to that. Lindelof or Sabitzer for Casemiro.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know
That
what?
pops up. That's a reoccurring one that pops up all the time. You know what I mean?
We had a gentleman that used to come on the channel before, and he used to say that all the time to play Lindelof in midfield, and we laughed at him, we joked at him,
That's
but
because
he can do it.
he's probably from the era of John O'Shea playing in 11 different positions for
Yeah,
Manchester United.
but Lindelof can play that position though.
Listen, you never know the way things are going and the way people are dropping off and being suspended. Stranger things could happen. Could play Lindelof and Sabitzer together in midfield. Give Bruno or Fred a rest. It's only Fulham. I know it's only Fulham, Zoe. But what do you think, Errol? It's the FA Cup. You can't be doing that kind of thing.
You know what? It's the FA Cup, and knowing Ten Hag, it's going to be a full strength team.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be a full strength
He
team,
play
and
himself if he could.
yeah, he would. But listening to what he said today, from some of part of the press conference, he did alluded to, it's a way he's not resting anyone whatsoever. It's another game. That's the way he looks at it. And also because there's international breaks coming up, why should he rest the players to go play international football? Manchester United is the forefront of everything that we're trying to do this season. I don't care about international football. I don't watch international football. So why am I bothered?
We grew up well. Well, I'm not bothered.
We're bothered.
We grew up. Manchester United comes first. That's what we were always told, and that's
go.
what as professionals they were the same. Robbie Norman, how you doing, buddy? Happy Paddy's Day, Paddy. Me as well. He says, "Lol, happy Paddy's Day to you too, Robbie." We have Jeff Exo saying, "Big up, Solo and Pat. Big up yourself, Jeff. Welcome into the chat, buddy." And then we have Robbie Norman again saying, "Well, there's two of us, Pat. I'm stuck with a sick dog waiting on the missus to come home so I can go out." All I've done is runs, bringing people back and forth to the pub all day because I'm the Desi driver. I'm putting the kid in the backseat because all of their kids are now obviously immune to chickenpox because they've grown up. So we have Jeff saying Lindelof played 23 times as a CDM for the national team. Jeff, I'm doing the Man United agenda year, and nobody has once said that. So that is a good comment for the chat, buddy. And that will keep the conversation going a little bit longer on the Lindelof in there. And now we have the Messer in the chat. Bad time, Bavan. It's Housewives' favorite lineup. What's going on, Bad time? Good to see you, man. We have Zoe. hitting us with some more wisdom. If Palestri bulked up, like say Marcus Rashford, he'd be up there as one of our best ever. Listen, the way he's progressing, he can only get better and better. Errol, what do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, and I think I said it recently about who was I talking about? We're having a conversation regarding about Garnacho, and I said to people that Garnacho is worth, for me, I put Garnacho up there about 80 million, worth of 80 million. With Palestri and with how Ten Hag is managing both players, Zoe is right. It's only about a matter of time where we don't necessarily need to go on buy players. You've got Rashford's 25 years old. You've got Jadon Sancho, still what, 21, coming in 22. You've got Palestri. You've got, Garnacho. All these players are big players for massive future.
But we just we just need them spicy introductions the way Casemiro came in and just changed the team. If we can just get one or two more of them senior players into the squad, whether it be in any position, centre forward
leaders.
preferably for us, leaders.
Leaders, 100%. And I know a lot of people's talking about Harry Kane, whether or not Harry Kane will come to Manchester United or not. I don't technically want Harry Kane, but could Harry Kane help Manchester United to the next level? The answer is yes, he could.
Yes, he could, all day long. So
you got a couple more. Sorry, you got Matthew Bassett, big up, sir. You got Michael.
So we have Michael Hill here saying, I'd rather play Martinez in midfield than Lindelof. Paulinho is back for them after missing the Arsenal game. He's back from suspension today, Michael, correct?
So is Williams as well.
Yeah, and he is a handful. So we have Matty Bass saying even or not. We have Zoe saying, I'm going to say Palestri is better than Anthony. Zoe, don't be putting words in my mouth here. I get enough stick for defending Anthony in my house, put it that way. Matty Bass saying, big up everyone on the show and in the chat. And the same to you, Matty.
Big up. So we're going to kick the starting lineup off. And Pat, we're going to come to you for the starting lineup.
Yeah, so starting lineup. So I'd like to start with the injuries, suspensions. So we know we obviously have Christian Eriksen, Donny van de Beek, long-term injuries. We've now added Garnacho to that list, unfortunately, with his ankle injury. Surprise, surprise, Anthony Martial's not fit, but I do believe he is training. He's just not back fully fit training with the squad. Yeah. Anthony is doubtful. He has an illness. Not too sure what that illness is. Could be similar to what Sabitzer's had for the last couple of weeks.
Runny nose.
Yeah, it could be. You know what I mean? A little bit of night. Oh, he needs to get sort himself out in the evening. You know what I mean? Yeah, night nurse. Don't start singing Night Nurse song there. You are right. So, so we have that handful back today for Fulham. Oh, sorry, for the game on Sunday. Is Paulinho? It's a Paulinho, isn't it? Or Paulina, you pronounce it. But he is a handful. And I tell you one thing, I've seen a couple of guys in the chat say before, but I would happily take him in our team for, like, if we hadn't got the likes of Sabitzer in there, because he is a tough cookie, and you'll see him upset that midfield all day long tomorrow.
Yeah, I know Mr. B in the last couple of weeks now have stated that, because obviously a lot of people saying it's only Fulham, but Mr. B have singled out that one player and just saying he's one of the players if we were to get anyone from Fulham. I don't understand at the time where we probably didn't go and sort of do a swap deal for him.
So Paulina is back. We have William back. He's always going to be a nuisance playing against us because he has history playing for Chelsea and for Arsenal. So he'd be gunning for it. And then you have the likes of Carney, Duffy, and I can't pronounce his name. It's Cabanu. They're still sidelined. So that's pretty much the injuries that we have for both teams. Who's going to be missing and who's going to be coming in. So we hear a few comments there, Errol, and then we get into the solo 11, will we?
Yeah, but before we do that, quick one as well is I'm looking at the moment and sort of like the FA Cup form as well for Fulham. United in the FA Cup, so we've won basically all the 3 games we played so far. But with Fulham, they've drawn 1, and obviously they started a round before us as well. So they started slightly earlier than we have. The issue is with Fulham at the moment, from where they're obviously from the Championship to they're actually sort of providing that sort of team camaraderie with like your William in it. All these players now, they got senior players who actually been there, have done it before, who is creating lots of issues now for bigger clubs, because you see how they've been playing recently. I know they got absolutely battered by Arsenal the other day, but at the same time, this is how they're doing it. And Fulham, the prospect of Fulham is going to be a tough challenge.
Yes, and I'm just glad it's not in the Cottage, because the Cottage is a nightmare of a place to play. I've been to it twice, and both times we drew. So I don't know whether I'm a jinx or Man United just don't have a great record of being there.
Yeah, it's true.
You
Marco
know,
Silva has done a great job, mate. That's all he can say.
yes, he has indeed.
So guys, there is 15 in the chat. If you're new to the channel, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. I think you say you're going to go through some of the comments quickly, Pat.
Yeah. We'll hit a few comments because they're starting to build up there, right? So we have Jeff Fegs laughing saying Kane's too old. Yeah, he is in his backside. Bill Baggio, welcome, Bill. Evening, people. Big up Solo and the Irishman.
Big up.
Cheers, Bill. We have Bartholm saying if we played Martinez in midfield, we'd have to have Shaw at centre back. Ten Hag is bare strict on having his left side of centre back being left footed. Well, that seems to be the case, because every time you see, I don't know if that's a reflection on Maguire, but every time you see Martinez out of the squad, Luke Shaw is straight into it. McKay, so is saying Zoe Media's house, two different players though, with way different qualities. Bartholm is saying is McFred in the solo 11? You'll have to
all
wait
to be revealed.
see,
All to be revealed.
So we have Cosmo saying happy St.
Big
Patrick's
up.
Day to the Irish side. Thanks very much. We have Zoe back again saying teams have been targeting their players since before Christmas. One flaw of Ten Hag is he hasn't made a big fuss. I think Eric Ten Hag should be gone
Brilliant.
ballistic at referees and the Premier League for not protecting Garnacho. Well, look, it just comes to say, and Zoe's correct, we've now lost Garnacho and we've lost Ericsson.
You know what though?
Too bad. Well, unfortunate. Not Garnacho's was the different one to Ericsson, but it was just more protection needs to be made for the players.
Yeah, but you say that, but there's also, I think, was it Pep Guardiola came out a couple of weeks ago saying apparently Foden need to be protected more, and then you had Arteta also saying Saka should be protected more. But you know, Ten Hag is going about his business in a different manner. He's not complaining, he's not moaning, he's just accepting it, really, isn't he? Yeah. It's his first year in the Premier League, so you have to give him that sort of credit in the bank at the moment for him not to go off at referees.
Yeah. So Bartholm is saying, is Dan James fit? Hasn't said that he's not fit. Bartholm, I've checked up the Fulham website and it says nothing about him being on the list for injuries. So whether he gets in the squad, I'm not too sure. But he did give him a little bit of hassle the last time. So I'm hoping Martinez is ready for him this time, because he's a quick little fella.
Yes, quick.
In fairness to him, you know. He started in the pre-season when Tellez was a centre-back, left side of centre-back, nothing to do with Maguire. Okay, fair enough. We have Zoe Mediahouse saying, McKay, hey, lovely. Sir Alex Ferguson was always protected his players through the media. Referees referees were scared of Sir Alex Ferguson. Of course he were. So all he had to do was used to see him running down the touchline and coming down the steps of the dugout, banging his hand off his wrist and spitting the chewing gum out of his mouth and everything. And then Jeff saying, want to raid Napoli for Kim, the centre back, and Victor, this Osherman, the striker.
Osherman, yeah. But that Kim guy, literally, no one known about him, did they? He's from was it not Fenerbahce? Was it Fenerbahce? Yeah, Fenerbahce he came from there. Yeah, for literally nothing. Now he's probably one of the best centre backs in the world football.
No way. That's some scouting. They just got rid of Koulibaly and replaced him with him, and nobody knew about him.
There you go.
And McKay saying, so in Media House, but there is a difference between asking for protection and asking the refs to actually do their job. That's one way of putting it. Bartholm, are you going for cocktails tonight, Solo? I am. It's always time.
No way.
There's always time for cocktails, Bartholm.
Yeah, I'm cooking dinner. Right, guys, I am going to go to the Solo 11. So, guys, make sure you get your 11 in as well. And see, bath time, this is your favorite part when I'm around. So with this, any changes on that you'd make with doing it? I've done this, but then there's certain elements where I sat down and I went, okay, I put sort of Sancho in, but then I was also having second doubt and put in Palestri there as well, because Palestri is a quicker player than Sancho, and it seems like he's a lot more tricky than Sancho, but I love Sancho. That's my problem.
I would be of the same. I'd be of the same thought process as yourself for that position out on the right. I like Sancho. I want to see him play. I want to see him getting better. But I want to see Palestri play, and I want to see him improve. So, I'm gonna stick. I'll come back to that one. I don't know. I'll come back to that one. Come back to that one. So Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't be happier. De Gea, the same. Sabitzer and Fred. I'm sorry, Solo. I would have went for McTominay because I just want to see Fred got his chance to play alongside Casemiro. I want to see McTominay get his chance to play alongside Sabitzer. See if they get a chance to grow together.
Do you think though part of the reason why he didn't play Fred in the last game is to rest him? You brought him on late, didn't he?
I don't think the word resting comes into the man's vocabulary. I don't think he has a thought process for anything like that at all. You know, it's just if you're training, you're ready to play, and that's it. You're either injured or you're starting. So I would like to see Sabitzer and McTominay start together just to see if they can gel. Because when at the start of the season, when you had McTominay and Eriksen, when Casemiro wasn't around, they've done a good job. Now I'm not saying Sabitzer is as good as Eriksen, but I'd like to see him grow into a role and see how good he can do. And then Rashford, undroppable. Bruno, undroppable. Weghorst, I love Weghorst. You know, man's a battler. He's worked hard. Someone told me that he's now played more minutes since he signed for the club than Anthony Martial has played all season. And he's only came in January. That's terrible. And I hate to say that, but I do like Martial. But the goal and position out on the right, Solo, I would go for Pellistri just to keep that momentum going after the Europa League during the week. He didn't have the best game in the world. Some people were raving about him. I thought he had a good game. He had a solid performance, and I'd like to see him capitalize on that and grow and become a bit better, you know?
Yeah, I do get what you're saying about with probably playing Scott instead of Fred to give give Fred a bigger rest anyway, because you know Scott ain't going to play that many games in the league or even in the Europa League as well. This is a game that he could play in, because his last game he played, he played brilliantly against Southampton. When he came in against Southampton, you got to give him credit for it. He did do very well. He's probably, for me, was our best player for the time he came on in that game. Apart from that, nothing happened until he came on, really. But guys, what do you think about the team? I know Bath Time is talking about he played an hour against Betis and things like that. So would you mind going through some of the comments as well, please?
Yes. So,
and before we go through the comments, guys, can you get your score prediction in as well, please? Everyone get your score prediction in.
Right, okay. So Batman is saying here, I hope your cooking is better than this team you're cooked up. Jeff saying, shows how our scouting needs improvement. Pat, I'm surprised most of the popular fans aren't kicking up a fuss over our social media about players being targeted either. Every Man U billion fans should be breaking Twitter about this. I'm not too sure what that is about. So if you want to just give us another comment on that and let me know what that was. Jeff saying, I like this except Pellistri for Sancho.
Yep, cool. Yeah, exactly.
Andy Long in the chat saying, Andy Long in the chat saying Sancho in for 10. Bruno in the middle. Bruno in the middle with Sebastian. That's another possibility. Pelly out on the right again. Fred on the bench for the second half. Energy otherwise same as Solo. We have Batwine back again saying Fred played an hour against Betis. Solo, what are you talking about?
Listen,
don't be dissing his boy Fred now. That's all he's saying. We have Emma Kay saying, I agree. Andy Long, yeah, I'd like to see Sancho more in the number 10 role. Yeah, look, he was dynamite at Dortmund. I'd swap Fred for Scott. Sancho for Pellistri, because Pellistri has done more than Sancho, and Fred's going to get eaten by Polino. Do you know what? No, that's a very. But you know what? It is. That's a very good comment.
Yeah.
With Barton, because he is. Like,
he's a beast. He's a monster, isn't he?
I was the one who was talking about Polino saying he's a handful, and I never spoke about him when we're in the solo 11, because he is. He's going to be a bloody handful. Here's Bart in the comments with his words of wisdom. Will we finish in top 4?
No Champions League. Champions League, you're having a lot of.
He's saying 3-1 to United from Mr. B. Vincent Bullock saying, hi guys, how are you doing,
Vincent?
Good to see you, buddy. Bartman saying 2-0 to United. Bill Baggio. You're getting a boo Baggio over here, 2-2, and you better not be right now either. So what do you think, Errol? What do you think your score prediction is going to be?
Fulham. I did get the score wrong the other day against Betis. I did say that will probably be 1-1 draw. This game, it's gonna be a tight affair. Thursday, Sunday, 1-0 United.
There's not going to be a lot of goals in this game going by any previous encounters that I've been at when Man United versus Fulham. But I would like to see a nice, comfortable 2-0, and I'd like to see both of them goals scored in the first half, and see with a chance for the likes of the younger lads being brought onto the pitch. We have Andy Long saying 2-0 to United. Vincent Bullock saying 4-0 to United. Nice. Bart saying, if Rashford plays all the games to the end of the season, he'll have played 72 games. Oh no, Bart, it is ridiculous. Bart is saying 1-0. And then Solo, are you coming to Seville away? I know, a lovely rooftop bar off the square.
Listen, bath time. Listen, this is something we could plan and organize, because listen, it could be a nice trip for the lads and the agenda going live from there.
Yeah,
from the agenda.
Nice.
It's gonna be lovely. So we'll talk about it backstage soon.
Yeah. So Bart is saying Fulham are running on fumes in their 4th season up in the Premier League, but they've done well so far, in fairness to them. But look, you are right. It's not easy being a team rising up into the league for the first time.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, listen, we're Man United. I don't want to go in too much about the draw with Sevilla and stuff like that, because obviously the guys, they're going to be talking about it at 10 o'clock tonight in the takeaway. So make sure you guys tune in at 10 o'clock. You got Andy Tate on as well tonight at 10 o'clock with Mr. B. And I think CALLULA might be. I'm not sure if it's CALLULA, Mr. B, and Andy Tate. Not sure, but I know Andy Tate is 100% there. I love it, Mr. B.
Does he said he wants to go and see Villa or Sevilla?
Yeah, he's not going to see. So a couple of last comments there.
Yeah, Bob saying it'll be around 32 degrees. It's the best place to be in Europe in March. Anywhere is better than the east coast of Ireland for me now, in fairness. Bart saying, oh, absolutely, they're really doing well. It's just that they appear to be hitting the glass ceiling. That's a fair
Seems
comment.
like they're hitting a low, but listen, you can't take for granted. They're there for a reason. Okay.
Kieran Nixon saying, welcome to Old Trafford.
Big up, welcome.
As Errol was saying earlier on, Kieran, we're not going to get into it too much, because Mr. B and Andy Tate are going to be getting into that later on, and Andy has a few lines now he's going to be running past us. But guys, make sure you give us a like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to hit these last 2 comments now before Errol signs out. HD Gamer saying, we'll go down 1-0 by Andreas and win the game 2-1 in the last 20. I can't take any more of that, HD Gamer. And Jeff is saying, grind it out 2-1 to United.
Big up. Thank you. Guys, listen, remember tonight, Mr. B, Andy Tate at 10 p.m. tonight. So make sure you tune in as well. Give us a like, share, and a subscribe. And there is a watch along as well on Sunday. Yeah, there is.
Mr. B and Papi are going to be back. And then we have OMONDI and that madman, Bartone. Possibly CALLULA as well. Should be with us as well. So we're going to have the four of us doing the reaction on Sunday.
Thanks, guys, for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I've been Solo, and we've got Pat. Happy St. Patrick's Day as well, guys. Make sure you enjoy, and good night from us.